Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're doing something a little different. Instead of looking forward, we're taking a step back to analyze what has been an unprecedented season for Red Bull Racing, one that has seen the once dominant team falter, leaving fans and pundits alike stunned. The 2025 season was supposed to be a continuation of their championship reign, but instead, it has become a story of unfulfilled potential and a dramatic drop in performance. The question on everyone's mind is, how did it all go so wrong, so quickly? The departure of a dynasty architect. To understand the current situation, we have to rewind to the off-season. The departure of team principal Christian Horner, a figure who had been the bedrock of Red Bull's success for 2 decades, sent shockwaves through the paddock. His leadership was not just about strategy and management, he was a unifying force, a constant presence that provided stability. While the team officially stated that his exit was amicable and for personal reasons, it's clear the vacuum he left was immense. The new leadership, while competent, has struggled to replicate the same chemistry and strategic foresight that Horner seemed to effortlessly command. This shift at the top seems to have trickled down, affecting everything from race day decisions to the overall morale of the team. We've seen key personnel changes in the technical department as well, as some engineers who worked closely with Horner chose to pursue new opportunities, further disrupting the team's established rhythm. This season has been a technical nightmare, with a frustrating number of engine and gearbox failures, something we haven't seen from Red Bull in years. The double-edged sword of strategy. Beyond the hardware, the strategic side of the team has faltered dramatically. Where Red Bull once held a tactical masterclass, they now seem to be a step behind. We've seen repeated instances of poorly timed pit stops, often leaving their drivers to fight on old tires or emerging in heavy traffic. The team's reactive rather than proactive approach has been particularly evident. In races where a bold early undercut could have secured a position, they've often hesitated, waiting for their rivals to make the first move and losing track position as a result. This lack of strategic confidence feels like a direct symptom of the leadership changes. With the key decision makers no longer operating as a cohesive unit, the split-second decisions that make or break a race have become a source of weakness. The rise of the new guard. While Red Bull has struggled, their rivals have soared. Ferrari and McLaren in particular have seized this opportunity with both hands. Ferrari's SF25 has proven to be a robust and versatile machine, performing exceptionally well on both high-speed and technical circuits. The consistent performance of both Charles Leclerc and his teammate have allowed them to rack up a significant number of points, putting them well ahead in the constructors' standings. McLaren, too, has been a force to be reckoned with. Their car, while not always the fastest in raw pace, has been incredibly gentle on its tires, allowing Landis Norris to pull off some stunningly long stints and audacious overtakes. The combination of a strong car and excellent team strategy has seen McLaren become the consistent threat to Ferrari for race wins. And let's not forget Mercedes, who, while not in the championship hunt, have quietly shown flashes of the old brilliance, consistently finishing in the top 6 and putting pressure on Red Bull from behind. A soaring atmosphere and an uncertain future. The frustration on the track seems to have spilled over into the team's internal dynamics. While we can only speculate, it's not hard to imagine the pressure and tension building behind the scenes. The once unflappable team seems to be under immense strain. The public comments, once always so composed, had shown signs of a team pointing fingers. Questions are being raised not just about the car's design, but about the very structure of the team itself. The harmony that defined their championship years has given way to a palpable sense of uncertainty. This puts a huge question mark over the future. Will the team's new leadership be given the time they need to fix the car and rebuild the team culture? And more importantly, what will Max Verstappen do? His contract is long-term, but the performance clauses and his desire to win could make him a target for rival teams. The dream of a 3rd consecutive title is fading, and for the first time in a long time, the championship seems to be slipping out of his grasp. A new chapter. As we look ahead to the final few races, the question isn't whether Red Bull will win the championship, but whether they can salvage some pride from this tumultuous season. Can they find the consistency they've been missing? Can they provide Max with a car that allows him to compete on an equal footing? The answers to these questions will not only shape the remainder of this season, but also define the future of the team. there is already growing speculation about the future of some key players, including whether Max Verstappen will choose to remain with the team if these performance issues persist. For now, we're left with a sense of disbelief, a reminder that in Formula One, nothing is guaranteed, and even the most dominant reigns can come to a sudden and surprising end. The team that once seemed invincible now has to prove it can still be a contender. That's it for this video. If you enjoyed this content, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on what's next. We'll see you in the next one.